Dageness Linda Den and Sammy in the building. The man who was supposed to bring us up to speed in regard to what transpired over at Joeboy has just arrived.
Oh my goodness.
Has Joeboy gone home?
Yes, safely landed just a few, about 1 hour and 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Did he appreciate the kind of hospitality that he received from the Ugandan family?
Madness. A lot of love. The feeling is, remarkable, and it's history for him, and this is something that he will never forget in his life. Like he did say in, while on stage, that this was the first place that showed him real love outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
This was the first place in the whole world where his song was #1, before it was even #1 in Nigeria. So for him, he called himself East Africa is his other home.
Yeah.
This is where most of his songs first top charts before they top charts anywhere.
You know, one of the most powerful moments for me on that stage is the fact that midway his performance, he stopped and said, the first time I was in Uganda, I only had one song to perform. And guess what? I'm back in Uganda and I have over 20 songs to perform.
Absolutely great.
Yeah.
Manifestation of growth.
I'm telling you, we'll talk about that in much more detail on another day.
Yeah.
Today we have a special guest who just flew in and is flowing out, and I said there is no way this man who's full of wealth of wisdom when it comes to music business, there is no way we cannot have a chat with him. Well, last week on Monday we had Julius Chaze, the biggest music executive in Uganda. With us we do have the biggest music executive based in London, originally hailing from Nigeria, but this man, it only took about how many seconds did we talk?
I'm not sure. You tell me.
It was like about 45 seconds, and I was like, wow, this is a wealth of wisdom. He'll just tell you, play that song, and he will tell you what you need to do with the song in order to make millions of bucks out of the song. So turning a song into a product, not just passion. This is the man right here. Dr. Wisdom.
Thank you so
John,
much.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you so much. Lovely words from you. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. How are you?
We're good. Talk to the people. Let them know, first of all, what brought you to Uganda?
Yeah, what brought us here is the music business.
Yes.
And of course, Joeboy show was a good opening door, and I came in here with a lot of energy and hearing the good work of the Tanzanian music industry, the creatives, and of course the many works that we could achieve together mutually. So it's quite interesting to be in Tanzania. The show was epic. Great job from you. Of course, like you said, the Joeboy team, they are very over the moon, very impressed. So speaks to the globalization of Afrobeat, and the fact that it's settling right here in Uganda and you can call it home.
Yes.
And we are very interested to have conversation with stakeholders like yourself and of course the larger community in what to do to propagate even the gospel of Afrobeat. Yeah.
It's funny, Dagi and I were having lunch and we were talking about artists and education.
Yes.
You are an educationist, so to speak.
Absolutely.
With the bachelor's, master's, and the PhD, we want to know, where did the love for music then come from?
Well, I'm going to be busting the bubble because I've got an exclusive interview coming out this week, but so it's like Uganda's going to be hearing quite a few things from me. I'm not sure how that sounds, but I've always loved art. You know, my training musically is in the science area.
Yes.
My practice in science is in pharmacogenomics. But I've always loved art. I've always had the ear. I've always been part of theaters. You know, formation of artists and good music. So it's almost second nature to me. But I have an artist, a very powerful artist, Joeboy, doing a great job. Started with his debut single Loverboy about say 13 months ago, and we've had to do two other singles, Umbrella, which was a massive hit, Small Money, just in April 19, and we've managed to gather nearly 80 million streams across our platforms, which is a remarkable record. Being the fact that we have had people question the transitioning of my artist who originally was a content creator. You see what I mean? But a fantastic artist himself, you know. And so when he came to me and put his work to me, the first time I listened to his work, I knew was the world needed to hear him. There was no way we could not get along with him. And this is also nearly 14 months down the lane, we've created hits. And that just speaks to the passion for what I like to see in young people, and of course reforming their raw talents with proper guidance to make them sensational music artists.
Nice. Dagi, he has transformed a content creator. Let's say, you know, transforming somebody like Linda Den, who's first an influencer, you know, into a music, you know, sensational. My question is, Dagi is always talking to us about streams. How do we hit those streams as Ugandan artists? How do we ensure that, you know, music, just like it is, you know, in Nigeria, and it's doing well where you're based in London, you know, how do we ensure that music made in Uganda can do well in Nigeria, but as well, you know, cross borders and cross the continent towards the UK?
It's a combination of a lot of things. Music has become an expensive endeavor, and it's quite a lot of money to put it out there. But beyond money is the principle of the fact that young musical artists or creators have to understand that although you might be in the basement making music, you have to think about the world as the market. You know, so which is to say, you have to understand the direction, the evolution of music. So it doesn't matter where you make your song, but you have to have the vision that you want this song to travel. So when you're writing your lyrics, you have to speak to, there has to be a conceptual understanding of what you want to, the story you want to tell. Because it's like a story, you know. Most music that have lasted, Bob Marley, Celine Dion, that have conquered the world, beyond being musical materials with good sounds and heat, they have a message. So people have to be able to relate to the message, and that message does not need to have border restrictions. Okay, so it doesn't matter the local language, but you have to be able to connect with people. And that's exactly where investors look at the message an artist puts out consistently, and then has the asset now becomes a viable asset to invest money. So when you talk about the streams now, you have to look at your marketing protocol, your process of marketing, your influencer marketing community, the digital space, the meta, you know, and all of that. But ultimately, the DSP is provider of support. In East Africa here, it's YouTube making magic for people.
Doing the most.
Doing the most, you know. In West Africa, it's Apple and Spotify. So you have to also understand your local, you know, powerhouse, and of course you seed your material there and push in there. And I believe there are a lot of stakeholders who invest in digital marketing in those areas and help you amplify. And once you're there and the music is great, the material is great, and there's a consistency in the part of the artist, it's voila, it's magic, it happens.
Fantastic, man. I like the fact that you've mentioned that your artist was a content creator turned into a global superstar.
Absolutely.
And for me, time and again, I've always said that that's the power of music. You never know where it sets off from, you never know, but it's about having that special eye or that special ear. I'll tell you for a fact something that is going to amaze you, is that today as we speak in Kampala, in Uganda, I think rightfully to say, if it isn't the biggest song right now at the moment, the guy behind that song was a cleaner for that music studio.
Oh wow, great.
Mopping the studio, cleaning on a daily, washing plates and cups on a daily, and cleaning the compound. So this one time he speaks to his producer, Ati, and he says, but you know, give me a chance to record something because I see so many. And Ati is like, you want to stand on the mic? Stand on the mic.
Yeah.
And the guy did a song. It's called Shoo.
Great.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. And from that very moment, I think he has blown into one of Uganda's biggest musicians.
That's impressive.
He's never going back to cleaning.
Never.
So for me, I just want to attribute that kind of respect, that for you to have that special eye and special ear. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Last call before we say bye-bye.
I want to put him on a test, Dagi. I want you to play any Ugandan song, and I want to hear your thoughts in terms of what we can do, to make it break.
Okay.
You know, break, yes. Just tell us what is wrong with the song, if there's anything wrong, or what can be done to make the song better, or just basically in terms of your observation when you listen to it. Because yesterday you did something great and I was like, wow,
All right.
this is amazing. Any Ugandan song, let us
Matter of
hear.
fact, let us just play for him that particular song.
All right.
By Kapeke, The Cleaner.
The Cleaner.
The boy.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Cleaner, Studio Cleaner.
A musical hit.
Yeah, because now our problem is we have songs that are big here, but they're just big here. But we want our songs that are big here to be big elsewhere.
I mean, if you're talking about that, you have to just also look at the money. It's not a lot of people who that are intentional in putting money on projects.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, if it's doing great here, I don't see why it can't do great. Pick up on tours, talk to promoters, put some money in digital marketing in West Africa or any direction. It's digital optimization. Put some money in sponsored ads and let people see it. If the ear cannot unhear a good sound. Once you hear a good sound, you cannot unhear it.
Nice.
It clicks. So if it's a good sound that's out there, it picks up.
Fantastic.
And just to say to Ugandans,
Fantastic.
we're working for Joeboy to be here.
Yes.
And it's going to be ballistic. The
Nice.
product and the materials are great. We're dropping a single on the 9th of August and an EP later in September, first week thereabout.
Nice.
And it's a full power pack.
What are the chances that a Ugandan artist can get to be on this EP?
We are ready. We are ready to talk with anybody. We are ready. We're ready to do business. We're ready to put people on the map. We're ready to share our wealth of knowledge and resource. All you need to do is to make an arrangement.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wisdom, I want to say thank you for passing by.
Thank you so much.
Nothing but loves.
Thank
Spread the love back to the UK and to our Nigerian family.
Great.
Alrighty, that's it for now. We'll bounce back tomorrow for Premier Tuesdays. We want to say thank you to nobody but Mountain Dew and all of you that have been with us today.